Hello guys, welcome back to the Brutal Investor channel. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day today. In this episode, we're gonna talk about a very interesting project that I recently researched, and it's called DODO, right? So, if you guys look at all the automated market makers or platforms like Uniswap, Sushiswap, and even I covered Pancakeswap yesterday, which is basically an amalgamation of Uniswap and Sushiswap in the Binance Smart Chain. You can clearly see that these platforms have exploded just like any other DeFi platforms, but these particular DEX platforms have exploded due to their unique ability to provide these quick and easy swaps of different tokens. Sometimes you can even find very rare early gems of ERC20 tokens or BEP20 tokens, depending on which network you use, and you'll be able to invest them earlier than they can be listed on some of the big centralized exchanges such as Binance, Kraken, and etc. Right? So if you see Uniswap performed extremely well in the last month. Both Uniswap and Sushiswap performed extremely well last month, and this month it seems to be the month of Pancakeswap, which is going ballistic as we saw yesterday. So in among the decentralized exchange, big guns. If you feel like you missed out on Uniswap or Sushiswap or Pancakeswap or any other famous DEX protocol that you are aware of, uh, you haven't missed out on any of these yet. The reason is this protocol, DODO protocol, is going to blow them off their roof, right? So, what is DODO? Dodo, if you want to read about Dodo and do your own research, I suggest you to go to their website, dodoex.io, which is dodoex.io. So if you see, Dodo is unlike Uniswap, in which it is not an automated market maker, right? So what that means is you get to use Dodo to become a proactive market maker. Okay, what do I mean by that? So if you go to the website, they have a pretty cool website. Okay, and these are some of their main selling features, right? So liquidity protocol. Dodo is a liquidity protocol powered by the proactive market maker (PMM) algorithm and built for capital efficiency, right? So it uses this unique concept that has not been used in decentralized finance as of now, and it acts as a liquidity protocol similar to Uniswap or any other DEX based platforms, right? And it is powered by proactive market making, which is a different algorithm compared to the automated market making, right? And that is specifically built in order to improve capital efficiency. So if what that means basically is you are able to use your capital efficiently to make swaps in the proactive market maker algorithm, right? Again, if that doesn't make sense to you, I'm pretty sure that by the end of this video you will have some idea of what this protocol does. Contract fillable liquidity, right? Dodo's contract fillable liquidity is comparable to centralized exchanges. So you are able to get the ease of using a centralized exchange where you don't have to worry about price slippage or serious price slippage, or the lack of depth of or liquidity a pool in order to swap your tokens, right? You can get the flexibility of the centralized exchange, but it's in reality a decentralized exchange, right? So that's pretty cool. And one of their third main selling feature is price discovery. Dodo offers a low barrier to entry, pain-free token issuance mechanism for long tail assets, right? Again, this is a little bit technical, which is really hard to understand, but basically you have a very low barrier to entry, which is going to definitely include several small scale protocols to list their tokens with Dodo protocol. Pain-free token issuance mechanism for long tail assets. So I believe that currently, with regards to Uniswap and every automated market maker, right? Any automated market maker, including Uniswap, Pancakeswap, as well as Sushiswap, you have issues with assets that have any asset that designated as a long tail asset has has to go through several processes. Again, these are all technical information which you can read from their website. I don't want to go too in depth into this, but Dodo is basically a platform that offers low barrier to entry, and you can also issue your tokens in a pain-free manner, right? So those are some of the three key selling features. But again, although they don't really sound impressive, they are some of the key innovations that the Dodo protocol has to offer, right? So on-chain liquidity provider for everyone. So they provide on-chain liquidity for decentralized applications. What is PMM? So here they go in depth into what PMM is. So developed by the Dodo team, Proactive Market Maker is an Oracle-aided algorithm with an advanced pricing formula that provides contract fillable liquidity. Traders get lower slippage with PMM than AMMs, right? So as I mentioned before, you don't have to worry about a high slippage, especially when it comes to liquidity, like low depth liquidity, just like in Uniswap, right, or any other automated market makers, right? So this PMM is a very unique design that's developed specifically by the Dodo team, and it's an Oracle-aided algorithm. So it's based on a price feeding protocol such as an Oracle, which is definitely going to play an important role with Dodo, and it enables it uses advanced algorithmic formula in order to ensure that the contract in order to provide contract fillable liquidity, right? Again, that's pretty that I hope that would have probably solved some of the issues with understanding what they were saying before. Any impermanent loss? Short answer, there is reduced impermanent loss on Dodo compared to other AMM platforms, right? Again, this is a big thing for DeFi currently, because although you are able to provide liquidity on any of the automated market makers like Uniswap, you are going to suffer impermanent loss if both the assets that you provide in equal proportions turn to be volatile, or unless they are stable coins, you are going to definitely suffer impermanent loss over the time, right? But this protocol states that they will solve this impermanent loss issue. So the short answer obviously is going to be that there is reduced impermanent loss. So you won't have a complete elimination of impermanent loss, right? You're going to still have some impermanent loss, but it's going to be really and significantly reduced compared to the automated market making algorithm based protocols. And the long answer is going to be on Dodo. There is no AMM specific impermanent loss caused by asset reallocation. LPs do need to beware of market inventory risk associated with market making, right? Again, you are not going to face any issues that you have faced on Uniswap with regards to automated market making problems. Here, you although you are going to be exposed to market / inventory risk associated with market making, which is something which is very common for every protocol. There's a risk associated with any liquidity protocol, right? Because you are the market maker, so you will have some form of a risk associated with market making, but that is the only risk that you will have with Dodo, and a very significant low risk of being exposed to impermanent loss, right? So which is a pretty cool feature, and I believe that if depending on how this project succeeds, there will be more copycat or clone protocols or forks that will try to improve on Dodo's unique mechanism, right? Do I have to deposit pair tokens? No. Dodo allows liquidity providers to deposit any amount of base or quote tokens. You deposit what you have, nothing more. Unlocking single token deposit gives LPs the flexibility to choose how they want to market make. So again, this is another very important problem that many automated market makers are facing right now. You don't need to provide two tokens in equal proportions as liquidity to provide liquidity to this protocol, right? You have the option of providing just one token, and you can provide whatever amount you have. Let's say, for example, if you have if you have a 1 point whatever decimal point Ethereum, and you have a less number of DAI, for example, you don't have to balance the pool and have 50% of both the assets in order to give liquidity, right? You can still use whatever DAI you have to provide liquidity, and you can also use whatever other tokens that you have independently of any other token in order to provide liquidity to this protocol, right? So that's pretty cool, and I believe that that's definitely something that most projects that will develop in the year 2021 or even in the future will focus on, because that's going to remove all of the hassle that you will be facing from protocols like Uniswap, right? So that's a pretty cool website. They have a lot of information condensed, although not all the information may be easily understandable. They have a pretty cool design, and they have a decent explanation, which you probably have to go in depth into their white paper to understand. Again, you can go to all of their you can access all of their information on their website, dodoex.io, right? So when I click launch app, this is how their app looks like. You can clearly see that it has very good graphics, and it's again, it reminds me of Pancakeswap, which I was talking about yesterday, where Pancakeswap has all these cute images to entice retail investors, because as I said, right, psychologically retail investors are investing in some kind of a project which is fully based on smart contracts. So they don't have customer supports if they accidentally do any transaction, and any protocol in Ethereum is pretty daunting for a small retail investor, right? One example is going to be Curve.finance or even Yearn.finance. Although Yearn is pretty relatively simple compared to many other websites on Ethereum, it still is a little hard to navigate if you don't understand what you're doing, right? But Dodo understands the psychological barrier to entry that retail investors have, and they have this very easy, cool website that uses a lot of imagery, like cute imagery in the background, that kind of entices inexperienced retail investors, right? I think that's going to be the case for many new projects. You'll kind of see this cute kind of designing on the website for many projects, right? But yeah, similar to Uniswap, you have this interface where you can again, I don't have any, this is a dummy wallet that I've connected, but you can clearly see that similar to Uniswap, you can transfer Ethereum. This is again on the Ethereum blockchain, right? And the best thing about Dodo that I did not cover yet is it is also available on Binance Smart Chain. Although you can't really buy their native token Dodo on Binance Smart Chain as of now, you can still buy it on the Ethereum network, right? But if you want to have a feel through of how this project feels, you can access them both on Binance Smart Chain and Ethereum network and find it out yourself. So if you are in the Ethereum wallet, you have access to Ethereum, with which you can buy pretty much a wide variety. You can buy their native token, Dodo token, which I personally feel like has a very high potential to explode, just like Uniswap and just like Uniswap, Sushiswap, as well as Pancakeswap, right? You can buy all sorts of other ERC20 tokens. Obviously, this is the Ethereum network. They don't have a wide list, but you can, I think, they don't have as much of an exhaustive list like Sushiswap or Uniswap, but their list is quite extensive, to say the least, right? And they also have Dodo starts a gas reimbursement campaign, which currently you can have this offer attached to your trades, where you can save up to $35 per trade, which is pretty cool, especially since the Ethereum gas fees are pretty crazy right now. And you can also trade GME, GameStop Finance on Dodo. You can have trade stable coins, USDT, USDC pair. You can do that. So yeah, it's a pretty cool feature. And you can also see that currently you can see the Ethereum price with respect to USDC on their page, it's a pretty much similar, common exchange interface, right? If you go to pool, you can obviously pool liquidity tokens. Again, although I did mention that you can use single assets to pool. Currently, I don't think that feature is available, but if you have other assets that you want to pool, you can add to the liquidity pool and not worry about impermanent loss as they claim, right? So that's a pretty cool feature. You can also mine. Again, you can deposit DODO tokens and get 58.07% APY per annum, which is pretty cool. If you have any of these other pairs, you can stake them and earn the respective APYs, which is pretty cool. Again, they have some really common pairs here. Some of the pairs don't really have any APY percentage as of now, but I believe again, I believe that those are under work. But you can clearly see that some of the most famous pairs have pretty decent and relatively high staking rewards, right? That's a pretty cool feature of DODO. So why did I cover DODO? So the reason why I covered DODO was I was looking at republic.co, which is a platform where you can raise fundings for your project. It's a platform that is closely working with Binance Labs as well as Coinbase Ventures, and there are several high quality projects that have raised their funds from this platform, which are also backed by Binance Labs and Coinbase Ventures. So you can clearly see that there are several projects that they have. And when I was looking through this website, I was obviously like curious to see what new crypto projects are going to be listed. But when I was looking through the site, I found an interesting, page, which I'll pretty much be able to show you in a few seconds. Yeah, it should be here. So again, I think it might have probably passed. So I found DODO project being present in this interface, right? And I was like, well, this is an interesting project, and it literally said that this project was supported or funded by Binance Labs and Coinbase Ventures, right? So that kind of sparked me, and I was doing some more research on Twitter with DODO, and I was able to find that Binance, has obviously included DODO, like people from DODO in their some of their online AMMAs, right? Again, if I click find on page and then click DODO, I'll probably be able to. Oh, there you go. See. So, on-chain liquidity provider for everyone, powered by proactive market maker. Co-investors are Panthera Capital, again a big venture capital. Coinbase Ventures, again the Coinbase Ventures is basically the Binance Lab for Coinbase, right? They kind of invest in unique and innovative projects that they feel has high potential to grow and develop, and they invest in the development of these projects. And many Coinbase venture based projects that Coinbase Ventures have invested has ended up being listed on Coinbase, right? Again, Binance Labs, you guys know that Binance Labs is also an investment company that is a wing of Binance, and they invest and seek and invest on new cryptocurrency based projects that they feel has unique technology and it has something unique to offer for the DeFi space or for the cryptocurrency space in general. And Binance Labs are also co-investors of this project DODO, right? And that's how, when I did some research, I found that DODO has this unique, it's a very simple concept. Instead of automated market maker, it's a proactive market maker, right? But that simple innovation is definitely worth the change that DeFi will have, because many projects like DODO will overtake automated market makers, because liquidity providing is not an easy task, right? You have to be aware of all the impermanent losses. You should keep track of how, whether you're making money or whether you're losing money, because if you don't choose the right liquidity pools, you will lose money faster than you can trade, right? And sometimes you won't really you will have a severe impermanent loss that will definitely affect you, especially when price of one of the two pooled tokens goes up drastically, right? Either in the top direction or the bottom direction, it doesn't matter. If one of the pairs of the liquidity pool tokens that you offered on Uniswap goes up like crazy, you will suffer severe impermanent loss, right? So DODO aims to solve the problem using proactive market making, and at least when it comes to this particular investment, it seems like Coinbase Ventures and Binance Labs seem to think that this particular innovation created by proactive market making is worthy enough to invest. I believe that they probably would have invested several millions of dollars in this project, right? And this also means that in the best case scenario, either one of these two exchanges, Coinbase or Binance, are going to list. In the best case scenario, both of them would list it, right? In the worst case scenario, I see at least Binance listing this token pretty soon, right? And that was one of my rationale for choosing this token. But when you look at coin market cap, right, you can clearly see that the DODO token, which is a native token of the DODO protocol, is currently ranked 289th token by coin market cap, based on the market cap of the token, and is currently trading at $2.13, and it recently increased 36.49% in the past 24 hours. Again, this means there are so many people who already noticed that what I have noticed, and they're investing in this particular token, right? Again, they don't really need to care about the project, right? All they would need to see is, Binance Labs invested in this project, Coinbase Ventures has also invested in this project, two big giants in the cryptocurrency industry investing in a project, and this project has a pretty cool website. It has pretty good backup, and it looks pretty cool. So that's pretty much what most investors, most unexperienced investors want to know if they want to invest in this token, right? But when you look at the actual selling feature, it makes sense that this project is worth investing, not only by Coinbase Ventures and Binance Labs, but also for us retail investors, because this project aims to disrupt the current market making ability in the DeFi space, right? Uniswap it has more volume traded on it than Coinbase. So with all the issues that Uniswap has, it's still the number one DeFi project, right? In the Ethereum ecosystem, whereas Pancakeswap, being the number one decentralized exchange in the Binance Smart Chain ecosystem, right? DODO works with both Binance Smart Chain and Ethereum ecosystem, so it has the ability to disrupt both the chains. And I'm pretty sure that once this this project starts, shooting up and becoming more and more popular, I believe that Polkadot will include, DODO in their platform. Cardano would start, integrating DODO in their platform. So this is going to be huge, right? Again, this is definitely a possibility, although it is a high hopium. I can understand that. You can clearly see that why would, and it also says here that it's private. They recently underwent a private sale and it's early. So again, if this doesn't convince you that this project is definitely going to be the future of decentralized exchanges based on its proactive market making ability, I don't know what is going to convince you. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And if you see the market cap, it's $75 million in market cap, which is incredibly low for a protocol with such huge potential. The max supply, there's no max supply as of now, as mentioned in coin market cap. The total supply is 1 billion tokens, right? I know that's a lot, but if you look at Uniswap also has a very high supply, right? But it's still outperforming so many projects, right? That have limited supply. So again, when it comes to maximum supply, total supply, Although I would really care if the project has limited supply, I don't really use it as a primary reason to reject a project, right? Especially when it comes to a project like Dodo, which I'm pretty sure that is gonna outperform Uniswap in the short term as well as long term future. I don't think this is going to be an issue. The high supply is not going to be an issue, right? Circulating supply is only 35 million, so you can clearly see that the staking rewards is going to be inflationary rewards that will be handed out to token holders. If you look at the chart itself, again, you can clearly see that we are still early, but you can clearly see that there are people who have realized the potential of Dodo and how it's going to not only be disrupting the current decentralized exchange protocols, but it's also going to be potentially high chance of being listed on Coinbase and on Binance, right? So that is something that so few people have realized, and they have definitely bought a huge bag of this. I'm pretty sure several whales have invested in this protocol. It has been pretty flat throughout its existence, and it started shooting up early this year, and it's been going up both in Bitcoin comparative as well as dollar comparative, right? And it's only going to go higher and higher and higher. Again, if I were to invest in this, again, I already have a small bag of this, but if I were to invest in this, this would still be the right price point to enter this project. Unfortunately, you cannot buy it on Binance Smart Chain, as I mentioned before, because Binance Smart Chain, I think they're still very, very early on the Binance Smart Chain, but they are pretty functional and they have a huge, list of tokens, although not as huge as Uniswap. They do have a huge list of tokens that you can use to exchange. You can also participate in their liquidity pool program, staking program, and all that stuff. But you can definitely buy these tokens from Uniswap if you are willing to bear the high gas fees, or if you are willing to invest in this project with a huge sum of cash. Then Uniswap would still be better because the gas fees would still be relatively low, right? If you are investing large volumes, that is, right? So it's only available on Uniswap and 1inch exchange, and the other exchanges I would personally not trust. But it's a pretty, I would still say that this is a low cap gem because again, it's definitely going to be within the top 100 or even top 50, right? I have a feeling that this could be in the top 20s or top 15 projects in the long run, but that's going to definitely take some time. But this is how we find out early gems, right? This project will guaranteed be listed on Binance. Although I do believe that it will be listed on Coinbase, I'm not as confident as its listing on Binance, it being listed on Binance. But as I said, right, if I were to buy this token, I would buy it at this price point, right? So what is my final verdict on this token, right? If you see the fundamentals, it's offering a very unique product. It's aiming to solve a new problem. It's aiming to solve an old problem with a new method by introducing this proactive market making technology, which clearly Binance Labs and Coinbase Ventures have found it to be interesting. That's probably why they invested in this protocol. So if Binance Ventures and Binance Labs and Coinbase Ventures have invested in this because of its high potential, then you probably have to do some research to understand what proactive market making is. Again, as I mentioned, this video is not financial advice. Please do your own research before you put any of your money in this token, but you can find all the docs in their website that I mentioned before, right? So would I invest in this token? Yes, I would. Would I recommend people invest in this token? Again, not financial advice, but I would still recommend people investing in this token. Does this token have strong fundamentals? Yes. Does it have poor tokenomics or supply? Yes, but that's not going to be the reason for rejecting this token, right? It has very low market cap. It is ranked pretty low. I mean, it's pretty backward when it comes to ranking. I'm pretty sure it will come within top 100 in the next few months. But in the long run, as I said, it will definitely be within the top 20 or top 15. I can definitely see that coming for this project. It also has a potential to be listed on Coinbase and Binance. So, what more do you need to not invest in this? Right? So you need to invest in this if you feel like this project is interesting, because if you miss this boat, then you definitely have missed another big opportunity, just like how you missed Uniswap, Sushiswap, and Pancakeswap, right? So again, remember, guys, this is not financial advice, but and you guys are not regular investors, but you guys are brutal investors. So stay brutal. Thank you very much for watching my video, guys. If you like my video, please click the like button and subscribe for more videos. See you in my next video. Bye.